Hello friends, welcome to Free Writing Lessons. In this video, we will learn the basics of Precis Writing. First, we will understand what is a Precis Writing. Then, we will look into the steps to write a Precis. And finally, we will understand it with an example. So, without a further go, let's get started. So, what is a Precis? A Precis is a summary of essentials of a text. It is the gist or main theme of a passage expressed in as few words as possible, preferably 1/3 of the original text. It must have 3 C's in it. Now, what are these 3 C's? Number 1, it should be clear, meaning easy to perceive, understand or interpret. Number 2, it should be concise, meaning it should express or cover all the main points in as few words as possible. And number 3, complete, meaning it should have all the necessary or appropriate parts. So, any Precis should have these 3 C's in it. Now, there might be question in your mind that why Precis writing is required. There are 2 important reasons for it. Number 1, Precis writing is an excellent exercise in reading. Precis writing forces you to pay attention to what you read. So, our attention gets improved a lot. And number 2, Precis writing is also a very good exercise in writing a composition. Precis writing teaches us how to express our thought clearly, concisely and effectively in as few words as possible. To conclude, the ability to grasp quickly and accurately what is read or heard and to reproduce it clearly and concisely is of utmost value at any stage of life. Now, let's learn the art of Precis writing. There are 6 simple steps that we need to follow while writing any Precis. Let's learn each step one at a time. Step number 1, reading. First, carefully read the passage, if necessary, several times, understand clearly its main theme or general meaning. Step 2, analyze. Examine the passage in detail to make sure of the meaning of each sentence, phrase or a word. Underline or highlight all the important keywords or key sentences. And count the words in the passage. Number 3, title. Supply a short title that will express the subject or main idea of the passage. Step number 4, initial draft. While writing an initial draft, please keep in mind some important points, which are: number 1, write down all the important points in a sequential manner. Number 2, while writing, make sure to write in indirect speech and third person singular form. Number 3, try shortening the passage by omitting. We may omit mere repetitions and examples. And number 4, add nothing from your end. Make no comments and do not correct any facts. Step number 5, revise and edit. Here you need to consider some points in mind. Number 1, check if all the points are included. Number 2, further try shortening the passage. Here we need to do remodeling or rephrasing. There are some techniques of remodeling. First, we can change figures of speech into literal expression. 2, we can alter phrases to words. And 3, we can compress wordy sentences. Remember that the size of Precis must be 1/3 of the original passage. So, make your changes accordingly. And point 3, check spelling, grammar and punctuation errors. Step 6 is the final copy. Write out neatly the fair copy under the heading you have selected. So, these are the 6 steps that needs to be followed while writing any Precis. Now, let's understand these steps by an example. The question is, read the passage carefully and make a Precis on it. Supply an appropriate title also. The passage is here. Now let's write this passage by the steps that we just learned. Let's start with the first step. Step 1. Read the passage multiple times. Let me read the passage. One great defect of our civilization is that it does not know what to do with its knowledge. Science, as we have seen, has given us powers fit for the gods, yet we use them like small children. For example, we do not know how to manage our machines. Machines were made to be man's servant, yet he has grown so dependent on them that they are in a fair way to become his masters. Already, most men spend most of their lives looking after and waiting upon machines. And the machines are very stern masters. They must be fed with coal and given petrol to drink and oil to wash with, and must be kept at the right temperature. And if they do not get their meals when they expect them, they grow sulky and refuse to work, or burst with rage and blow up and spread ruin and destruction all around them. So we have to wait upon them very attentively and do all that we can to keep them in a good temper. Already we find it difficult either to work or play without the machines, and the time may come when they will rule us altogether, just we rule the animals. While reading, we understood that the passage is talking about man and its relationship with machine. Now let's move to step 2. Step 2. Analyze. Here we need to underline or highlight all the important keywords or key sentences. Also, we will count the number of words in the passage. The key sentences in the passage are: it does not know what to do with its knowledge. Science has given us powers fit for the gods, and yet we use them like small children. For example, we do not know how to manage our machines. They must be fed with coal and given petrol to drink and oil to wash with, and must be kept at the right temperature. And if they do not get their meals when they expect them, they grow sulky and refuse to work, or burst with rage and blow up and spread ruin and destruction all around them. So we have to wait upon them very attentively. Already we find it difficult either to work or play without the machines, and the time may come when they will rule us altogether. Here the total number of words are. Now let's move to step 3. Step 3. Provide a suitable title. As the passage is talking about man and their relationship with machine, let's give the title Man and Machines. Let's move to step 4. Step 4. Initial draft. While writing the initial draft, we will be considering these points. Let's write the underlined sentences in the sequential order. So, while writing this passage, we have tried to omit the unnecessary things. Now currently the word count is. Let's move to step number 5. Revise and edit. Here we will remodel the passage. We will change the figure of speech into literal expressions, alter phrases to words, and compress wordy sentences. So after applying step number 5, the step number 6 is final copy. The final précis will be like this. Man and machines. We do not know what to do with our knowledge. Science has given us superhuman powers, which we do not use properly. For example, we are unable to manage our machines. Machines should be fed promptly and waited upon attentively. Otherwise, they refuse to work or cause destruction. We already find it difficult to do without machines. Over time, they may rule over us altogether. If you observe the précis, it is clear, concise, and complete by itself. The word count is 66 words, which is less than 1/3 of the original passage. So that's all about précis writing in this video. Let's quickly revise what we learned in this lesson. First, we understood what is a précis. A précis is a summary of essentials of a text, and précis writing means summarizing. It must be clear, concise, and complete. Then we looked into the 6 steps of précis writing. The steps are: number 1, reading; number 2, analyzing; number 3, providing a suitable title; number 4, forming an initial draft; number 5, revising and editing that initial draft; and number 6, final copy. Finally, we looked into an example of précis writing. That's all in this video. I have taken the reference of Wren and Martin High School English Grammar and Composition book to make this video. I highly recommend to read this book. Thanks a lot for watching the video. If you have any questions or suggestions related to the lesson, please write in the comment section. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Do share the video so others can learn, and do subscribe and also press the bell icon to get regular updates about the course. We will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye.